Do you know what your dog is actually doing every single night before they lie down? Most owners think it's just a habit, a cute little ritual. Maybe they're flattening the bed, maybe they're getting comfortable, maybe it's just one of those funny things dogs do. But what's really happening inside their body, beneath that circling, beneath that settling, is something almost no one outside a research laboratory has ever talked about publicly. It's not random behavior. It's not simple instinct the way you've been told. Your dog is aligning itself to Earth's magnetic field. And tonight, without even knowing it, they'll do it again, right in front of you. This is not a theory. This is not speculation. This is documented, peer-reviewed science published in one of the most respected zoology journals in the world. And by the end of this video, you will never look at your dog lying down the same way again. Here is what the research actually found. 1. Your dog carries a biological compass, and it has been working this whole time. In 2013, a team of researchers published a landmark study in the journal Frontiers in Zoology. Over 2 full years, they tracked more than 7,000 individual instances of dogs eliminating and resting across 70 different breeds in open spaces where magnetic field readings could be cleanly and accurately measured. The result was not a subtle statistical trend. Dogs showed a clear, consistent, and repeatable preference for aligning their bodies along the north-south magnetic axis whenever Earth's magnetic field was calm and stable. Not occasionally, not by accident. Consistently, across every breed, every size, every temperament. And here is the detail most people miss when they first hear about this. The dogs did not just prefer north-south alignment. They actively avoided east-west. That distinction matters more than it sounds. A random animal lying down would show no directional preference at all. The fact that dogs avoid one axis as deliberately as they favor another tells you this is not coincidence or comfort-seeking. This is a biological system operating with real, measurable precision. Your dog has a compass inside their body. It has been running quietly every single night for their entire life. Stay with me, because the next point reveals exactly what biological hardware makes this possible. And the answer connects your dog to some of the most navigation-capable animals on Earth. 2. Dogs share their navigation hardware with migratory birds and sea turtles. Inside your dog's inner ear, there are magnetite crystals. Magnetite is a naturally magnetic iron-based mineral. It is the same biologically produced material found in the inner ears of homing pigeons, the brain tissue of sea turtles, and the nasal cavities of Pacific salmon. Animals that navigate across thousands of miles of open ocean and open sky using nothing but Earth's invisible magnetic field as their guide. Your dog has that same hardware inside their skull, right now. These magnetite crystals function like microscopic compass needles. When the surrounding magnetic field shifts, the crystals physically respond and send directional signals through the nervous system. Your dog doesn't consciously decide to face north. Their biology does it the way your pupils adjust to a change in light, automatically, neurologically, below any deliberate thought. This is peer-reviewed neuroscience. It is not metaphor. It is a documented, physically measurable biological mechanism shared by some of the most navigation-capable animals on the planet. And it has been sitting inside every dog you have ever loved. 3. That circling before sleep is not what you have been told. Here is the explanation that has been repeated for decades. Dogs circle before lying down to flatten grass, check for predators, or mark their resting territory. It's a leftover behavior from wild ancestors. You've read it in pet magazines, heard it from vets, seen it in every dog behavior article on the internet. But that explanation does not hold up when you actually examine it. Domesticated dogs circle on hardwood floors, on tile surfaces, on memory foam mattresses, inside apartments with 0 predators and 0 grass. The environment has completely changed. The behavior hasn't. That means the behavior is not responding to the environment around the dog. It is responding to something else entirely. Researchers now believe the circling is magnetic calibration. The dog rotates their body through different compass angles, allowing the nervous system to detect and lock on to the north-south axis.
Once the alignment registers, once the internal compass settles on its reference point, the circling stops and the dog lies down. This is not restlessness. This is not anxiety. This is precision biological work happening right in front of you every single night. If this is already changing the way you see your dog, go ahead and subscribe, because the next point is about what is actually happening inside your dog's brain during sleep, and it is more sophisticated than almost anyone expects.
4. Here is what your dog's brain is actually doing while they sleep. The leading scientific hypothesis around magnetic orientation during sleep is neural calibration. During sleep, the brain consolidates spatial memory. It processes where the animal has been, where safety is, how the physical environment is arranged. Researchers believe that aligning to a stable magnetic axis gives the sleeping brain a fixed directional reference point against which spatial memory can organize and store itself accurately. Think of it as zeroing an instrument before a measurement. The brain needs a known starting direction to build an accurate internal map. Magnetic north provides that anchor. Every time your dog aligns before sleeping, their brain may be updating its internal map of the world, using Earth's own field as a coordinate system. There is also a second hypothesis, that consistent magnetic orientation reinforces your dog's deep sense of spatial home. Not just familiar sights and smells, but an electromagnetic sense of place. That may partly explain why dogs bond so strongly to specific sleeping spots. It is not just comfort. It may be magnetic familiarity. What is happening inside your dog's brain every night is far more layered than most owners ever imagine.
5. Here is what is quietly disrupting this in your home, and you have probably never thought about it. In an open field, Earth's magnetic field is clean and consistent, exactly what a dog's internal compass needs. But inside a modern home, the electromagnetic environment is entirely different. Wi-Fi routers, televisions, smartphones, electric cables running through walls, and metal furniture frames all generate low-level interference that distorts the local magnetic field. Your dog's internal compass is trying to read a clear signal through constant background noise. This may explain something that puzzles a lot of owners. When a dog circles endlessly and cannot seem to settle, when they seem unusually restless at bedtime, when they get up and reposition multiple times before finally stopping. Magnetic disruption may be a real contributing factor. The calibration keeps trying to complete and the signal keeps getting interrupted. The same research team documented that during natural geomagnetic disturbances, solar storms that temporarily alter Earth's field, dogs lost their directional preference entirely. The alignment disappeared. Behavior became inconsistent and random.
If a solar storm is enough to break the system, consider what a room full of active electronics does to your dog every single night. Here is what you now know that almost no one else does. Your dog is not simply an animal that loves you and needs walks. They are a creature with a biological magnetic sense refined over millions of years of evolution. They carry the same navigation hardware as migratory birds. They calibrate their internal compass using Earth's own field before they sleep. Every circle, every settling, every quiet exhale before they close their eyes, it is all part of a neurological process most humans never knew existed. Tonight, watch your dog. When they begin to circle, pay attention to which direction they face when they finally stop and lie down. Then come back and drop it in the comments. North? South? People are already reporting their results below, and the pattern is matching exactly what the science predicted. If this changed the way you understand your dog, share this video with someone who loves their dog but has no idea what is actually going on inside them. And subscribe, because there is so much more about your dog's mind that most people never get told.